full price.
That's how they get me.
They don't give me any kind of discount, which I don't appreciate.
For what?
Like being lively, being like a life of a party. Like
At your
a quiet
bodega?
life of a party. What?
At your bodega?
Anywhere.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Restaurant, bodega, DMV.
No.
You don't think that you don't get like a nice guy discount?
Yeah. My fly was open. Sorry.
Oh, good. I thought you were playing with your penis.
No,
I thought you were playing with your
Just
penis
that
on the
kind
I'm
of
podcast.
bored. I'm immediately
Yeah.
bored. I'm going to play with my little penis now.
Yeah, you're like, what are we recording for 20 seconds? I guess I'll pull my penis out.
Yeah, I
This
get
is-
this message at like midnight last night. And you're like, can you please come over and do the podcast? Please.
I swear we're
I swear
recording.
to God. Or 2 a.m., whichever one works for you. Whichever two works for you. Mike's going to be there too. Don't worry.
That makes you feel better, right?
Yeah. There will be another guy watching, so it's actually fine. The lawyer said it's fine if there's a guy watching.
He has a chair in the corner of the room he can
Yeah,
watch.
it's fine.
hmm
Hey, what the hell?
So you guys just tear into it.
Yeah,
you
we
just hit
start.
record.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't have any preamble.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, because I said I had to squeeze a piss out, which is something I like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I've said for years. I never really thought about
I
it.
got to take a
Mhm.
leak.
But that was one of those kinds of, and I don't mean to get too personal.
Sure.
One of those kinds of people where you're like, am I about to come? This is a great piss.
Oh.
Like a phenomenal.
I
like
was
a
thinking it was
relief,
like
a
thick
relief.
and like viscous.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah. You had a big.
I'm
It's like-
looking at it.
You had a heavy, cloudy piss,
It's
and
like-
you're like, I guess I'm gonna come.
There's like a glop in there.
It's coming out like gravy. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Am I ovulating? Yeah.
You don't realize you have extreme gonorrhea.
Yeah.
It's all, oh, honey, it's all discharge.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I have a yeast infection.
No, huh? Who would have guessed? No, that was just a really nice one.
That's
Well, good for
awesome,
you.
dude.
Thank
I'm
you.
really happy for you.
Thank you. It's all about life's little victories.
I've been,
Yeah.
yeah, not for me.
It's not about that for you.
No.
What would you say it's about for you?
Probably helping women.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say little tiny t-shirts.
Name a
Yeah.
woman.
Okay, first of all, the shirt wasn't tiny when I bought it. I just happened to get huge, dude. And maybe it was a little small when I bought it. And then
Sure.
I put it on and I was walking out the door already and I said, I don't have time for
Fuck
it.
it.
You know what? No one will notice.
No one will notice.
That was my thought when I put the shirt on. No one will notice how
And-
small this shirt is. Immediately.
What you've been doing, that's been like your MO for the last year.
Tight shirt?
Yeah, a little tight shirt.
Well,
Little
listen,
slutty tee.
Listen, I can't help. My body wants to be shown off.
That's the trend though. I've noticed a lot of men wearing like tight fitting,
Yeah.
like all the fashion divas
Thank you.
have been.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Yeah.
And we're going to stop there.
Yeah, okay.
But they're
Great.
going little shirt.
They're going like tight shirt,
Yeah.
big pants.
They go big
Yeah.
pants. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do
Shaggy
big.
mode. They're going shaggy mode.
They're
Mhm.
going they all it's like getting close to like 2000 raver
Yeah.
clothing where it's like tiny
Oh.
baby tee and then
Mhm.
huge almost like UFO pants.
the trap
Yeah.
pants. Trip
Yeah,
pants?
trip
What are they called?
pants,
Trip
yeah.
pants.
It's getting very close to that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I also feel sometimes gets close to like Midwestern parking lot tweaker. Where they go
Yeah.
like it's like hoodie with like a bunch of holes in the
Yeah.
thumb area and then
Yeah.
like big ass pants and they all look tired. But these people are tired because they're like doing ketamine at like an art opening and not like asking people for change in a
For sure.
fucking Love's parking lot. But
Yeah.
Horseshoe. Same.
yeah, but it gets close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The further downtown you get in Manhattan, the more it gets feeling like a Midwestern like parking lot somehow.
But then all of those guys are being funded by like an Amex credit card.
Oh,
like
yeah.
their daddies.
Yeah, or Peter Thiel.
Oh,
Peter
yeah,
Thiel loves them.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you go, honey. I got you. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that he's the biggest donor to what's his name? What's that guy that's all over the place? Clavicular?
JD? Oh, I think that all of that is Peter. I think like that whole, I don't know what, like how
Like,
how often you guys get sued for slander on here.
No.
Almost every episode.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I was
bet.
gonna say
It's mostly from Peter Thiel himself.
yeah.
We would be in a proper studio if it weren't for all the lawsuits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would really
Yeah,
be
yeah,
above
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
It
one-
would have a real window
Yeah.
in it or something.
That being said, this room is very nice and kind of like a dream for podcasting, I suppose.
Yeah.
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 Wait
all
till
things
the summer,
considered.
but yeah.
Yeah. It used to be my
yeah.
bedroom, and that was not a dream.
Oh.
This was my bedroom, and in the middle of the summer, it was. It
Yeah,
would
there's
get
no
to
way
about,
to cool it.
No, because you can't even open that skylight.
Is it a legal bedroom?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
I don't,
No.
I don't think anything in this
know if
house.
There's nothing in this
Yeah.
house is up to code.
No, there's no code in
Yeah,
there.
because you wouldn't be able to leave in
No.
case if there's a fire out there.
No, I'm
You're
done.
burnt.
I'm
Oh,
Okay.
done
right.
for.
That's a big part of it. Because
Yeah.
I guess I could jump out
You
of
have
my,
no
I could
point of
slide out of my...
egress. Yeah.
Well, the other side of that wall is my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bedroom is, see how the ceiling starts slanting here?
Yeah,
It just
gets
continues
It gets
to slant.
really
I see.
aggressive in there.
Yeah, so I can't
Okay.
really stand all the way in my bedroom,
that's great.
but I
That's
can lay
fine.
down.
Okay, that's all.
That's all you need.
That's all you need
for sleeping.
yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
Yeah,
What were you
seriously.
talking about?
Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel.
and his
yeah.
and his thirst for young boys
Yes.
in a negative way.
Yeah.
It is interesting how much the Republican Party, I think, is being run increasingly by gay men.
Yeah,
Yeah. But like
Maybe-
gay sociopaths. So
Yeah.
they're not even like cool about being gay.
they're not cool about it.
And maybe I shouldn't
dangerous.
put that out there because somebody else got into trouble for that. They were like, Silicon Valley is run by gay guys,
Oh,
and everyone was like,
yeah.
well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I mean, Peter Thiel is
yeah.
but Peter Thiel is openly gay.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also openly evil.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's like, I you know what? Maybe people aren't worth saving.
Yeah.
He's like saying stuff like that in interviews.
Yeah. But like nobody talked because like he definitely was behind JD Vance's switch.
Yeah.
But I feel like nobody talks about him other than like leftist podcasters.
JD
Yeah.
Vance's switch.
From being like, because what he was kind of initially sort of a Democrat.
Yeah, I
kind
remember
of.
seeing his old tweets.
Yeah.
And
he
now
was like,
he's
well, actually. Yeah,
yeah.
he was like that guy.
eyeliner's expensive.
Yeah.
He's gotta get
Yeah.
he's gotta
Because
jump on
wasn't
board.
his like his because his whole what is it? His book was about like the opioid
Mhm.
crisis in the Midwest and
Oh, I didn't know
how
this.
yeah.
Mhm.
And now he's like, actually, Big Pharma's awesome. I
Yeah.
actually think they're
But he had
good.
a thing in the book even then. It was like technically supposed to be like a liberal kind of leftist book, but he was like, it was a lot of like personal responsibility politics of like,
Oh.
all these rednecks are in this position because of
Mhm.
like
Got it.
they're
yeah.
dumb and lazy. So
Because
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you just pick yourself up by your bootstraps and take yourself to the OxyContin factory,
Mm-hmm.
you can get it for free while you work there.
And eventually a man named Peter Thiel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Pick
Will.
you-
Yeah.
Pick you up by your jockstrap.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. This got very serious about politics.
No.
but
Yeah, we
whatever.
jump around.
I
We
don't
jump
Yeah,
around.
we jump around.
Well, going from, I was gonna say off your little slutty baby
Okay,
tea.
well, we don't
Yeah.
have to, we don't have to go
what
back
was
to
your
that.
like high school aesthetic,
Me?
Chloe? No,
Oh,
I know
me.
you very well.
Yeah.
Like what kind
Oh.
of? I always like sometimes will think about my friends. Like, what the fuck were they like in high school?
I was like middle of the pack. Like I wasn't incredibly popular or
Mhm.
like incredibly nerdy.
California.
No, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Mm.
I very much did the whole like
I knew it was a C.
it was so I went to high school. Yeah. So it's like something when I look at Chloe, I think of a C word.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, I didn't even-
Oh, what is it? Yeah, no, Connecticut. So I went to high school like 2008 to 2012, so it was like peak like indie sleeves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that is coming back, and it was like tons of layering, that like Disney Channel like tee and like
Yeah.
skirts over leggings with like leg warmers, and I was
Like the
Really-
the long tank top that's coming out of the shorter shirt kind
Yeah.
of
I did a
situation.
lot of that.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
a lot
big
of that.
belt, like a big belt.
huge belts, massive
Fucking
belts.
WWE champion girl.
Yeah. My hair was dyed black
Mhm.
my
Mm.
first year of high school, freshman year. And then I went back to like a normal color, just like my natural color. And then I got a little bit depressed towards like the back half of my high school years, and
Like any
I
young lady.
was like jeans and t-shirt.
Okay.
Probably to like everybody's relief. And then
Yeah.
also I dressed
Honestly, respect
really,
for still sticking to jeans though instead of being like pajama pants.
I was never a pajamas
Oh,
person.
God,
I
really?
couldn't do it. I
Really?
like didn't really understand why it was so beyond people to just like throw on a pair of real pants.
Exactly.
And-
And now you're sounding like JD Vance.
And
I know, I
Personal
sound like JD Vance.
It's a
And
personal
I
responsibility.
said, button your pants.
Yeah.
I said, button your pants, young man.
Because not only are they ugly aesthetically, all those always look like they're pulled out from underneath a refrigerator. They always look just
Yeah.
like so dusty, like so unbelievably dirty and grimy.
Yeah.
So
Especially
yucky.
once it got to like the fuzzy
Yeah,
texture.
That.
Where I was like, that's really trapping. Like, there's no way you're not going to have a big brown ring at the bottom cuff
Yes.
Absolutely.
immediately.
Ooh.
So yucky.
Yeah, it
I
really
hate that.
is like,
Yeah.
I don't. Because it's like you're obviously you're not gonna wear like a heavy shoe to stop it from dragging on the ground too. So you're gonna wear like a slide, and it's gonna get caught
Those
underneath.
ugly bunny slides that you put your foot in. It's like a plushie. Just so much gross,
This all feels like a
soft.
Yeah, it feels like a textural nightmare to me.
It's too like if there's too much softness, I also feel upset by that.
Yeah.
I will say in adulthood, I am gravitating more and more towards a soft pant, and I've been really loathing a tight jean lately.
Okay.
But I don't know what that's about. I just
I'm not looking inward anymore about it.
I've decided I'm not gonna figure.
None of my business.
It's none of my business. I want a loose jean.
Yeah.
I will wear a tight pant, and it used to be like nothing to me. Like I would wear a skinny jean and I'm like ready to have a 24-hour day, and now
walk
it's
around
hell. And I think it's just because life got harder. I don't know.
Yeah. Transitioning to now when you sit down, you're like, I am going to unbuckle it. I am going to open the first.
You know what?
Fuck it. What? I don't need to suffer anymore.
Huge pants.
Every time, this is how far gone I am. When I go, I still am like, I can't be comfortable. So like when I'm in my home, it's like 11 p.m. and I put on sweatpants, I'm like, I'm a failure.
Wow.
I've given in. Yeah, there's a lot of other things I've failed at.
Well, you guys are like fashion boys too. So I think there's definitely something there.
Yeah, but I'm also like, what? It's not. It feels nice to put on a pair of sweatpants and lay in your home.
In your home.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere
not going
else.
out again.
No.
I'm in my home.
I'm going to bed in an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, ugh.
You just think of it like like basketball warm-ups for bed. You get ready for bed.
Dude, I should get breakaway pants that I wear, and then right before I get in bed, I yank them off.
How great of a bit visually would that be?
Yeah, it would be really funny.
Really funny. And you got nothing underneath.
Is there like a woman in this scenario that you're like betting?
My girlfriend.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. My girlfriend who I live with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay,
Yeah.
You guys broke up.
Yeah, we broke up.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're poly now.
Okay.
I have a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have each other.
And we have each other?
Yeah.
And the girlfriends are not allowed to talk to each other.
No.
Okay.
We don't want them to figure out
Comparing notes.
We don't want them to figure out how we've been mutually manipulating them the same way.
Yeah. You're like, can you please like grow out a redheaded beard to your girlfriend and like also get a ton of tattoos and like learn MMA?
Yeah.
And you're like, please, honey, bleach your hair.
Hair, get
I'm
a tiny
pounding on
t-shirt.
the table going, speak Spanish to me. I told you no English in the house. And I don't want to understand a word you're saying. I'm not learning it.
Yeah, we're trying to spice up our sex life by having her get mad at really trivial things.
Yeah.
Can you punch a hole in the wall?
Ow, my hand.
Yeah. I've actually become a really good guy by making a woman handle all of my emotional problems instead of multiple men that I used to live with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just making you
Thank you for
agree with me.
agreeing right
Thank
away
you.
fully.
No, I think that's great.
Thank you.
That's what women are here.
No.
Yes. This side of the podcast agrees. That side sucks.
Clavicular, I'm coming for your base, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I did kind of have a moment with clavicular because I was like trying to work on this stand-up bit where I was like, I think men should look better.
Mm-hmm.
But then that like as I was doing it, and like trying to work on it, he was becoming popular, and I was like, well, me and this guy, I'm just like saying what he's saying.
Yeah.
And then I'm like. Also think they should be smashing themselves in the face with hammers.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
It's also a big core belief of mine.
And I couldn't care less if it makes them look better. I just want them to hit themselves in the face with hammers.
No, I know. That is what he did, right?
I think so.
But I'm like,
bone smashing.
that can't. Whatever.
All I know, my only level of expertise in this is that I know from fighting when you hit like your shins, like from kicking over years and years and years, you literally get reverse osteoporosis, where the air gaps, the microscopic air gaps in your bones get smaller and smaller and sometimes close off. So the bone itself gets heavier and more dangerous, and you also will deadening the cells. Like I feel less. I don't know if that's working in his face. I don't know how that would make you more handsome. I don't know.
Yeah. Because to me, it seems like it's the thought process of like when a muscle tears,
right?
That's when it grows and becomes bigger and better looking.
So break your bones.
So break your bones so they become bigger and better looking.
Microscopic breaks.
Yeah.
But the guys who are there's like this sounds to me like something that should be like an in-office medical procedure where they have like medical grade hammers. They're
yes,
like,
yes.
And do like that sounds like I'm like, okay, that makes sense because there's like micro needling.
Yeah.
You know about where it's just like you puncture the skin and it forces to like reproduce collagen.
I feel like they do it with hair stuff, like hairline stuff too. I don't know if it works,
but I don't think the average like clavicular listener should just be like, well, I got this hammer in my kit and my wife left me, so
let's go ahead and nice and easy.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like they have that precision.
No, I'd be very surprised if it was at all like I'd be if at all they were just like, all right, let's just go for one big hard one.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's really interesting where we've gotten to as a society where just go ahead.
Yeah.
Open a toolbox and perform basic surgery on yourself.
I was trying to figure out if there was a way. I was like, quickly figure out what these guys are doing.
What the hell you guys?
Quickly what these guys are doing. But it looks like they're just trying to change the structure of their face.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably just ugly guys that are like, okay, well, maybe this will make me better looking if I change the actual skull.
Maybe it's a sort of thing where like you watch an infomercial for like some sort of like I'm gonna use the shake weight as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Where so you see
the jacking off dumbbell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the guys using it are huge, and then your brain watching it goes, that made them big. Like, no, they're big and they're using that. So like clavicular is a structurally handsome guy, and he's also hitting himself, so that people watch and go, he got that way because of hitting instead of actual what it is with surgery.
I'm very curious how he's going to age long term, though, because he has those like delicate feminine features that don't typically age well.
That's a good
on
point.
Men. Like I feel like the men that age well have very like big features.
That's a great point. I never thought about that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
It's a great point.
I feel like maybe Leonardo DiCaprio is an example of this, where he had sort of like softer feminine features that made him like a huge heartthrob. But then as he aged, I don't know.
He's got a big head.
He's just got a big head.
It's come
big
down a little
round
bit.
head. He did that. This was a big thing from the Oscars. He showed
he
up with a
depuffed.
handlebar, and he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He got someone to hold him in a headlock and just push all that blood back down to
I
his
think he's
cock.
A little lymphatic drainage.
Just push a little bit.
I wonder if it works though with like a guy like that who's not like, because he's never gotten like fat. So it's like if he gets on Ozempic, does his head just like drain immediately? Because it's like there's not a lot of like fat. I mean, there is a little bit, but like not a crazy amount. So do you think it's like he's like, oh, I'm holding a bunch of water in my head. Let me fucking drain that out.
Well, it's also like potentially alcoholism making his head that round, you know?
That's true.
But I don't know.
Because that's what happened to Alec Baldwin, who was beautiful and then drank himself square.
Yeah.
Big thumbnail.
Really, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about alcohol that does that?
I don't know.
We don't know. Okay, it's not like a common thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I don't drink.
Because I remember when
I didn't want to get fat.
Square head.
Yeah. I was scared of getting a big fat head and body. That would have been
stop.
That could have been horrible for me.
That void inside me that just feels like it's never going to be filled.
Yeah.
That'll go away.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
But the big square head.
Yeah, no, that is truly though. I did realize I was looking at old photos of myself and crying, but I was like, when I was really fat, I was like, my head was exactly a gallon of milk.
Yeah,
it was so the exact. If I just had a handle on the side of my head, it would have been
almost
perfect.
Like when you make your me in Wii, like a character, and then you just push the middle, and all of it evenly distributes wider. Like you were just pushed evenly wider. Like it was no weird like.
No,
it
just
was even.
Yeah.
Very comical.
I have that too, where my face immediately gains weight when I gain weight in a really annoying way, where I'm like, I probably wouldn't mind being a little bit like heavier, who cares? But if it didn't immediately show up in my face as well, and you're like,
damn it.
Yeah.
I need the cheekbones.
I need the cheekbones.
I need the cheekbones, unfortunately.
I gotta pay bills.
If I could inject the calories below my collarbone only.
Well, and that's like most plus size models too. If you look at like all the plus size models who get really successful and famous, they just have the genetic like thing where their face doesn't really gain weight.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah, it's such a fun. The clavicular thing though, it's really interesting because it's like, you know, all those like looks maxing incel guys are all like obsessed with like the marketplace of sexual value. Like, they're like, that's what they're all like, okay, if I just figure out how to look better, I could get a better looking partner and then all this stuff. But then it's like, well, because clavicular is also, I know a little bit too much about this guy for a person I don't really care about.
Noticing,
But he has been like on testosterone or like steroids since he was like 18.
Jesus
so he's
Christ.
fucked. He's like basically infertile
yeah.
because of like how young he was
So
on
funny.
like all this shit. So it's like his sexual value is 0 because he can't have, his like reproductive value is 0 because he can't have children. And
Which
it
is
also,
the hard part about sex.
which is the hot part about sex because you might make a child.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. And then also it's like he has definitely had like some work done. So then it's like, okay, so it's like, even if you could reproduce, you're doing all this other stuff to make yourself more handsome, the fucking bone smashing. And so you're just going to have like an ugly kid anyway, because you have ugly genes. Like you've done all this stuff to make yourself look different. But then it's like, okay, so your actual like reproductive value is low anyway. And it is a very interesting thing to like get obsessed with also as like a 22-year-old.
Sure.
Being like, I gotta be hotter so I can make a hot children.
Yeah.
I don't want. I want my kids to be ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
You want your kids to be ugly?
Yeah, I don't want kids,
Okay.
but if I did have kids, I would want them
And
to
why?
be to protect them from pedophiles.
Got it.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. It's
Do
the only
pedophiles
way.
care?
Yeah.
Okay, they like attractive. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm like,
No,
do they care? I have no idea.
For my time on the island, I would say that it was
As your
very
dental assistant
important.
on the island?
Yeah. Listen, I just love cleaning teeth. Send me anywhere.
I can't. Listen, I can't help it.
Yeah, but I think there is definitely like, I don't know. I read Lolita. That seemed to, there is like a curation, and it's like a lot of those guys,
Ramsey kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels very similar to like the slave trade in that sense, where it's like we want X, Y, and Z physical characteristics.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's always with men. I was thinking about this too when we were talking about fashion, because I've had this like thought. I work with a lot of like fashion guys,
Yeah.
especially like in restaurants. You like come across these people
Absolutely.
a lot.
Yeah.
Big time server industry people.
Yeah, and I love when men take interest in fashion. Like I really like it, but a lot of them seem to be more into like the ownership and the collection of it. Like you'll talk to a guy and he'll be like, "Oh, that's season 08 Margiela with this type of fabric." And like everything has to be about like the collection and the owner. Whereas like I do think with women a little bit more, it's like, well, this is from Amazon, but then this is thrifted. It's like there's like a little bit more of like we are interested in the final outcome versus I own this piece.
Yeah, this like respected, important legacy piece that has, a lot of fame and notoriety and respect because of it. Beside, I want to look good and I want to look like this and the style.
Because that is the next. It's the Pokemon evolution, going from like supreme streetwear guy being like, oh, these are these Nike Dunks with these with whatever jeans and this Supreme T-shirt and this hoodie, and then you go like, oh, that's not cool anymore. Or I'm grown up now, so now I'm like, oh, these are the Rick Owens sneakers with the fucking, and it's just the next level up. It's like, okay, I have a little bit more money. I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit more refined. I don't want to wear a full zip Bape hoodie anymore. But what's the next thing? It's like, oh, I guess I can dress like a vampire, wear all Rick Owens, and
vampire
do
going
that.
to the gym.
Yeah. And then there's that, which is like it's always so funny how like with guys like that, especially because it's like, well, there are women too, obviously, that get like, are like very brand forward, but guys there's like guys who don't really have like a personal style. They just are like, I like designer clothes now.
Yes.
So they just are like, well, this is the most expensive thing. It's like, well, does it look good on you? And they go, it's expensive.
It's
and they're like, that's it.
Where like I love it when with because I know the world, specifically pro fighters, they start making a little money and they still wear T-shirts, but just T-shirts that say Gucci on them.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's, what do you do? Where do you even get that? Where do you even buy just a T-shirt that says the brand name like that? Like, it's such a stupid.
Yeah. But Gucci like sells them. They know their market.
Yeah.
Like,
it says the name.
Yeah. I mean,
because they won't wear something nice from Gucci that doesn't say Gucci. Like, it has to have the logo of the name plastered on it so that I spent money on this.
I mean, because all those companies, the things that they sell the most, like, Gucci is a clothing brand, and the thing they sell the most are bags and sunglasses, because those are the most affordable version.
And you get to wear them a lot.
And you get to wear them a lot, and they're very visibly the thing.
Yes.
Whereas, like, a Gucci suit looks like a suit.
Mhm.
unless you're like really, unless you can
Unless
like,
you really care.
yeah. But it's I don't know. I wish I gave a shit more.
Why? No, don't give a shit.
No, I don't know. It'd be funny.
It's fun to
but
understand.
it's the same. It's the same thing as like,
anthropologically.
yeah, it's the same thing as when a comedian gets a writing job and still wears the same horrible clothes, but then starts wearing $300 sneakers with
Yeah.
those horrible clothes.
That I can't remember whose roast. I think. Oh no, it was Bieber's roast. I can't remember who says it, but someone told Chris Red he looks like an 11-year-old who got $1,000. Who found $1,000.
Yeah.
God damn it, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It's still sneakers, jeans, and a hoodie, but just really shiny ones.
Yeah. Or it's like the same. It's the same like horrible like Coach's jacket and like tapered stretch denim jeans, but then you're also just wearing like Jordan 11s that are like patent leather and kind of don't, because you bought one pair and then you were like, I've decided that these go with everything that I own now because I have to wear them because I bought them.
The tapered jeans really have men in a chokehold. They have not moved on at all.
It takes men so much longer.
It really does.
Well, hold on. Let me adjust. It takes regular guys so much longer. Guys who don't put any thought into it and have no real discerning eye for style and fashion. Just like, I'm stuck. I stuck for so long. It's so scary for them to make any type of fashion decisions and like step outside their norm. Yeah. Because the second they do, just like I would, you make fun of your friends for doing something like that. So it's very scary. But to get roasted.
It's also rough when you see the like almost 40-year-old guy who does every fashion trend.
Absolutely.
When you see like the guy with the receding hairline and the barrel jeans, and it's you're like, you didn't have to do that one, man.
I have like I used to hate those guys when I lived in LA, and now they're very nostalgic to me because they're such an LA guy too. Yeah. I mean, like they're in New York too, but it feels really LA because LA is so youth obsessed that now when I see them, I'm like, I don't necessarily like want to interact with you or like talk to you.
I'm just glad you're there.
I'm glad you're there. You're
That's
keeping something alive in a way. Yeah.
I feel like you are very thoughtful about the things that you find attractive. Like I feel like you know what you like in a sense.
Okay,
in the opposite sex. Are there things that you kind of hold as like absolute no's or like these things I tend to be like excited about? Like it might be like oh God, I hate saying red flag, green flag. But like that type of like hell no. Ooh, this might be someone that's interesting in terms of aesthetics. Not race.
Well, I was going to say. Now that you bring it up, I did have a
whites
thing.
only.
Well, I did have a thing for a second where I like didn't date a white guy for a while, and that wasn't like necessarily like on purpose.
Yeah, let's turn this off. Let's get rid of this.
Like,
let's delete this recording.
No, but it was just I don't know. That was like a little bit of a subconscious thing. But I was talking to somebody else about this because I was like, I don't know if I even want to have kids. It's kind of like the needle is kind of airing towards no, especially as I like get older and older.
24
and older. Yeah, 24. I love having been born in 2002. I think that was a really cool.
Sweating from fast math.
I'm sitting there like,
I love having graduated high school in 2020 in the pandemic.
Oh, COVID was hard for me in high school.
Yeah. But there was like on some level, you're like, well, I don't want to like. I'm a quarter Vietnamese. Do I have to preserve that in some way? Oh. Do I have to like honor my like brown dad and make sure I have like brown and then it was just like, okay, this is like a silly reason to pick somebody.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't ultimately date like according to that. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, but things that I actually find like unattractive versus attractive. I do emphasize like a sense of personal style a little bit more in men now because I think that's important to me. And I realized in
the sense that that's something you didn't used to think about or care about.
No, yeah. When I was younger, I would date like a lot of like jeans, t-shirt, basic sneak. I would date like your classic male comic who'd had no thought into this.
Yeah.
Zip up hoodie with the sleeves pulled up.
Yeah, and like no shade to those guys. It's just like that is like of value in my life and something that I think about a lot. And it's sort of like indicative of like how their interior design is going to be. And like I have like been in relationships with people and have lived with people who like didn't like, and I don't want to like put these people under their butt because they have so many other redeeming qualities. But it was just like I found that to be an area of conflict where I was like, okay, going forward, like I want our personal styles to mash a little bit, and he doesn't have to be the most perfectly dressed guy.
For sure. But this is only because this is something my girlfriend and I were talking about, where it's like caring about someone like caring that your partner has a vague interest in it a lot of times means that your interest won't be belittled or thought of as stupid. It's like, no, at least you vaguely understand my concern here, and my enthusiasm here, and now we can kind of move. It's not always a problem.
You don't need as deep of a knowledge of eras of tags inside of vintage T-shirts like I do, but you have to at least understand why I'm paying $40 for a smelly T-shirt with holes in the armpit or something like that.
Something
like, and like I want a guy who like will drop $300 on a pair of jeans. You know, and like maybe it's not his smartest financial move, but like,
brother, I just did that.
No, I know. I bought my first $350 pair of shoes recently, and I was like, I clarked that.
I hope they're game worn Shaq shoes that you can't wear.
They're fucking huge.
I'm like, hell yeah.
I'm sleeping in these fuckers.
You're like, I'm paying these off in 4. That's for sure.
But so that's, I guess, important. I had this conversation with somebody recently because I kept going on first dates where the guy was like significantly shorter than he said he was, which is very classic.
Significant meaning like
he said, I will date 5'7", no problem. I'm 5'1", and
tiny. Chloe's tiny, by the way.
I'm small.
And 24.
And 24.
And she smells great.
And I smell incredible. No residue over here. No grime.
No, them suckers are clean.
But they showed up and they were like probably closer to like 5'3", 5'4".
Wow.
Okay,
and so I realized too, 5'7" on dating apps really means. And then I felt bad because the guys I like kind of had to start filtering out like the 5'7s because I'm like, I can't keep doing this.
Can't keep doing this to myself.
Yeah. And it's like, this is uncomfortable.
It's the dishonesty that's unattractive. And the height.
And the height. And like if you had said you were 5'4" on the app, I also would not have matched. So I understand.
Yeah.
But I just kind of feel like I don't need to date 5'4".
Do you think that this is just came to me just now? Would this be valuable in a dating app where almost like when someone shoplifts at like a 7-Eleven, on the way out, the door has a height marker? Should guys on apps put themselves standing next to a height thing? Be like, oh, look at me.
They're still going to lie. But they're still going to lie.
They're going to all act like, what's his name? Dave Portnoy?
Oh, yeah.
In all of his photos.
It should be like a scam. Like if there was like a woman, like a really sociopathic woman-funded dating app, like in Silicon Valley, where there's a way you can make it on the phone where it's like, because the phone can measure by pixels, right? What height is. And so if you put like a standardized height thing and then legally. But yeah, I'd almost like, I was getting frustrated because I was like, I almost want to say something to you, because when you're on the date too, like the service person, whoever's there, can tell you're on a first date. And if it's another woman, I kind of just want to have a moment of being like, so are you really 5'7"?
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, what do we do? Like when I cut my hair short last year.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. But I have a bob now on my profile because I know there's men who don't like short hair. And I don't need to date those men. I don't care about them, but I was just like, it's short now. Yeah. It's not, because I have a mix of pictures on it because I still do have good,
of course,
whatever.
Yeah. I do like the idea of some dumb guy being like, so don't bring your boyfriend. What the fuck? Whatever his name
I'm
is.
not doing poly stuff, all right? I'm a one-woman kind of guy.
I am
unless
married.
It's 2 women, but I'm not woman, one man.
I would have, when I was like still like dating and meeting people, when women would ask me like how tall I was, I'd be like, I'm 5'11", and I'm not dating at 5'11". I'm actually 5'11". So I'm like, I should have said 6'2", so that when I show up and I'm actually 5'11", then it would be like, okay, well, we know what this is.
I go the opposite. I go 5'6".
Yeah.
I'm 5'6".
Are you?
No.
I'm not like, no, you're not. You're tall.
Yeah,
but I was like, but I also
I'm saying the opposite.
Yeah.
I say way shorter when I show up.
Yeah.
And then go look at all this tall glass of water.
And then you're sabotaging all the other men.
Yes, which I always want.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate other men.
Yeah. They got nothing for me.
Sorry, I'm in a relationship now. I don't hate other men, but when I'm single, I hate other men.
I feel like I did a similar thing. If for women, the parallel is like weight, maybe, where I was at Thanksgiving dinner and the women who were all like 40s plus kind of like backed me into a corner of like saying what my weight was.
Oh, really?
I like finally figured that out in that like woman way, and I was like, oh god damn it, I have to. And so I went a little lower than it is.
Wait.
That's really funny.
They wanted to know how much you weighed?
Yeah, it's a thing that like I don't want to say it's like exclusively older women, but it is kind of like a weird thing that women do where they just like really want to know what your pant size is.
Oh.
And I had like a boss who was like, I think also maybe late 30s, early 40s, who was like, it must be so hard shopping for you because like I have struggle with the sizing now because of like vanity sizing and da-da-da. And she was like, I bet you sometimes have to go children's section. And I was like, what are we talking about? And like, yes.
You can see she's wearing a wire.
Yeah.
Like, sweetheart, if you want to check the tag on the inside of my panties, just ask.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ask. Come
I
on.
should just like when they do that, just so unbutton my pants and be like, oh, you
I don't
want
know
to
what
do this?
size am I?
I thought you were different from the male bosses.
I cry.
That's crazy. They wanted to know your weight. That's so wild.
Yeah.
And you went lower to fuck with them. Good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm 98 pounds. How's that?
Yeah. Fuck
That feel
you.
good? That feel
Yeah.
good to you? Is that what you
Yeah.
wanted? Fucking idiots.
No period. That's what I weigh.
Fucking little
Jen ain't showing up no more.
Yeah, there was actually this girl. Did you see there was this fake socialite running rampant throughout Williamsburg and like dining and dashing everywhere?
I think I heard about this.
You heard
Yeah,
about
yeah, I
her?
think I heard
And
about
she,
this.
so she came into the restaurant that I work at one night and
Do you guys have a picture printed of her?
we almost,
Oh,
our
that's
manager
awesome.
chased her down like 2 blocks, tried to,
Wow.
because when she walked in, she's like this, we get a lot of like Asian tourists at this restaurant. And I really have such a fondness for like, they come in, they're like 4'11", 5'1", 5'2". They're like so small and they're like full makeup, like so, like, you know, do you know the type that I'm talking about?
I definitely know what you're
Like
talking
hype.
about.
And I'm like, oh, I love these divas. And they like act, they're like, hello, I'll have this please.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love you. And so she was one of
Speak up.
those.
I'm not going to hit you.
Yeah, you're so rude.
I feel like a huge like,
Yeah, yeah.
clobbering monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big American.
A
Yeah.
big fat American. Yeah.
5'1".
5'1", and I'm like, oh.
You're like, oh, I'm so disgusting compared to you.
Why am I serving in Cookie Monster sweatpants?
Yeah.
But sure, we found her Instagram profile and it was 99 pounds, no plastic surgery.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And so it became a huge thing in the restaurant was 99
That's
pounds, no plastic surgery.
Great.
Yes.
That's insane.
I love her. They dismissed her from Rikers for being too crazy to be in Rikers.
Oh, that's
She's like Bronson.
yeah.
yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy. Little
Yeah.
female Bronson. Do you know about Bronson?
No.
Bronson, there's a British guy who went to prison when he was like a teenager for like stealing from a post office.
Mm-hmm.
But he starts going to prison. He starts fucking beating the shit out of everyone, getting in tons of fist fights,
Oh wow.
causing riots. He
Mhm.
was so violent that the prison kicked him out.
And he was just released back to the
He
streets.
was released.
But I feel like in America that would just get you deeper into the prison system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
In
he-
America,
he-
they would just put you in solitary
security,
confinement
yeah.
for forever.
Yeah.
Which apparently after 3 days, you are like, you have like irreparable
Yeah, you're
mental
done. Yeah,
damage.
you're broken.
Of like 3 days of solitary confinement.
I think it's like that would probably be one of my biggest fears is being in solitary. It sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
They used to do that at that you know when Paris Hilton did that documentary about the like fucked up like behavioral camp she went to.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. So this is like there's a very cool like
That's crazy. I've watched everything Paris has done.
No, yeah.
I watched the
yeah.
one film
One
she
night,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
She when she was a teenager, she was sent to like one of those treatment facilities for like poorly behaved teens because she would like sneak out a lot and blah blah blah.
Sure.
But it's this really bad branch that was like big in I want to say like the 90s that's rooted in this thing called Cyanon. But it's like just really abusive towards the kids, and she was placed in solitary confinement for a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A socialite being put in solitary.
No, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's worth watching. I don't know.
Do you remember what it's called?
Her doc. I think if you look up like Paris
7
Hilton
Nights in
docu-
Paris.
Yeah. Bra, bra, bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Really crazy.
She did a whole like reunion with the girls from the camp that they all went to and like where they're at now. It was like kind of sweet. I'm like
I love that.
I'm pro Paris Hilton. She's
Yeah.
a little kooky and she's a weird DJ now, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I loved when she went on Jimmy Fallon to sell NFTs. I thought that was awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Really cool.
Yeah.
What a funny little moment in time.
NFTs?
The NFT
Yeah,
thing.
it really ruined me financially.
Yeah,
Did
I
it?
know.
Nah, yeah. I was like, I gotta get those monkey pictures. I need
Fuck,
them.
I do love pictures of monkeys. God damn it.
They really they said not, they were so quiet. I feel there's like a real air of them being like very embarrassed about it now because nobody speaks of it.
No one says a word about
You
it.
see like a couple of like empty NFT gallery storefronts in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
And that's why with AI right now, I'm kind of like, I want to give it a few years before we're like, because they tried to do this with the metaverse,
Mhm.
where they were like, metaverse, it's going to be the new thing. You're going to be like on your VR glasses. I remember like working a couple events where they were doing like VR pop-ups and like
Jesus.
none of that stuff took off.
No, they're shutting
Yeah.
it. They're shutting it down. They just announced it.
Yeah,
the
metaverse is
Facebook,
done.
the Facebook
Meta.
like Meta, like the metaverse, like VR world that they made.
Yeah.
They're shutting it down because it's obviously not. It's a
People don't want
huge waste of
this.
money.
Yeah. And
$80 billion, I think it was?
So, dude,
Some shit.
yeah, it's insane.
I think AI, I don't know, like wishful thinking, but like I think AI is going to cap out at just being like kind of an efficiency thing where like it
Yeah.
helps us do tasks a little bit more efficiently, but I don't think it's going to replace a whole ton.
I hope.
I hope, but
hope.
we'll see. There's already like an AI version of this podcast that's like being
Yeah.
made. It's like on a
It's
5 minutes away.
It's a
but
lot
there's,
more
like, yeah.
popular.
Yeah, it's doing a lot
They have
better.
figured out what people actually want to hear instead of fumbling through it for almost a decade.
What if Diego was Diego, but just moved a little more like fluid? And
Yeah.
you know how
Yeah.
they move? Where they're like, yeah.
I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He has 9 fingers on one hand.
And girls love that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you might have.
well,
a second. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Me and Benjamin Netanyahu with all of our extra fingers. Women
All of
are
our
going
fingers and our
crazy
ears
for
that,
it.
that work normally.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's dead.
Is he?
I'd bet money
That's
on
the
it.
thing that I was seeing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd bet
people-
money on it. That's all I'm saying.
That's one of those things though where I'm like, I'm not gonna get too into like I'm just gonna wait until someone tells me if he is or not. Because it's like, oh cool, am I just gonna drive myself insane doing research on if he's alive or
No,
not?
yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, and I got really hopeful. There was a period of time where it looked like there was a bunch of AI videos being released of Trump, and I do still think they used AI,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I got really hopeful that he was dead.
It's going to
Yeah.
happen sooner than you think, I think.
Yeah, I think he's just 100 years old, so he's like, I'm just gonna go, I don't know, shit in my diaper for a while. You guys make videos of me, make it look like I'm actually doing something.
Yeah.
All my bruises. But it's like, it's all people get bruises. The wind blows weirdly. They get a bruise. That's
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
But he has, oddly enough, intelligently been front-loading his life with wearing a ton of makeup on his face.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not weird when he wears makeup on his face now.
I've said this where I'm like, the thing that Donald Trump got right was that he doesn't look good, but he looks weird.
Yeah.
And that really throws people enough where, like, I feel like Joe Biden got way more flack for being old, and so did Bernie Sanders, but that was just because they, like, didn't really wear makeup
Yeah.
and, like, didn't cover
Yeah.
it up. And yeah, no one can make the argument that any of these, like, I think that's been the new, like, politician way to go is, like, I'm not going to look good,
Mhm.
but I will look so bafflingly weird that you won't be able to place where I am in time.
Yeah, because Biden was kind of handsome when he was young.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was hot.
And then he got incredibly also I think it's like the thing where it's like, you know how they're like, look at Obama, look how much he aged in the 8 years he was president. Whereas like if you do that amount of aging to someone who's already pretty old,
Yeah.
it's probably like devastating to them physically.
Sure.
Like where it's like, oh wow, Obama got gray
Yeah.
and some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wrinkles, and then Joe Biden became the president when he was already 215 years old. So then they're like, oh, his intestines started coming out of his asshole while he was talking.
It takes
Mhm.
much more of
Like,
a toll.
yeah.
Mhm.
How old was Obama when he got in?
Like Obama was
Real young.
Early 40s.
Early 40s,
16
yeah.
years old, I think.
16 years
Yeah,
old.
he was
Wow.
the first kid president. He was the first president from the Burger King Kids Club.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I think he was the youngest, right?
Ever, you mean?
President.
I think
don't know.
JFK might
Or
have been
did J-
younger.
Yeah.
I thought JFK was pretty young.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think Obama was,
yeah.
I mean, my phone's doing something. It's
Yeah, yeah.
doing this.
Okay, I'll see.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I'm
it-
Googling sexiest youngest president.
It definitely makes sense that when you get into the office at a younger age, the toll it takes on you might be more dramatic, but not
Mhm.
as demanding on your body.
Yeah, like he's fine now.
Yeah. walking around making books, hanging out with basketball
Making
players,
playlists.
making playlists for everyone.
Hell yeah. Thanks, dog. That's what we needed.
I was so curious what you listen to.
You're so influential, and you're like, listen to Lucy Dacus, please.
Yeah, all right, you got it. You
Yeah.
got it. You keep bombing those weddings. I'll keep listening.
This is a diversion, but just like on stressful jobs. I was managing a restaurant for like a year.
Really?
And I was going prematurely gray from that job.
Whoa.
But it's like so upsetting because it was like having the same effect as like a presidency with like none of the prestige.
Yeah.
Just people trying to get their shifts covered every day.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, everybody kind of hates you and thinks that job is a joke, but you're like aging and stressing like for no reason. And
Fucking Balcor's not here yet.
yeah. And then like you're getting emails
Whoa.
at 3 a.m. They're like, I have diarrhea, cannot come into work. And you're like, thank you so much. Good luck with your diarrhea.
Best of luck with your diarrhea. I understand completely.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, no, bring it to work. Have diarrhea at
no.
work.
Yeah, we have bathrooms.
But that was also, I'm like, girl, I'm having diarrhea here every day. Our
Yeah.
family meal is not good.
yeah, don't eat the food
Get
here.
your ass.
Yeah. Nice try.
I've seen the way you guys wash your hands. We all have diarrhea here.
Yeah. I've seen the way you guys wash your hands, which is that you don't.
Yeah.
We have cameras in the bathroom.
Yeah.
What'd you find?
Youngest president, Teddy Roosevelt.
Really?
Yeah.
T-Dog.
T-Dog, because he became president because, was it McKinley got shot?
Oh.
He was vice president.
How old was he?
What?
How old was he?
42.
Okay, wow, that's very
Oh.
young.
So Kennedy's the youngest elected president.
Okay.
43. And then Obama was 47.
Oh.
Younger than Clinton.
Oh.
Clinton was 46.
46.
Or older than
Older
Clinton.
than Clinton then.
Older than Clinton. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
older than
Clinton
Clinton.
was already gray.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he already played the saxophone, which feels old.
He played the
Yeah.
saxophone, which feels
'Cause
old.
and obviously,
He wasn't having sex with his wife. Is one
he
of the
wasn't having
oldest
sex.
things you
Yeah,
can do.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, Arkansas does crack as opposed to Obama.
Oh, yeah.
White don't crack.
Yeah, but Arkansas?
That's where
I know he's
Clinton's
from, but that's
yeah,
not the
but
same.
white don't crack is I'm trying to go. I don't know if you know about jokes.
Oh, so sorry. I didn't laugh at one joke. I don't know anything now.
Let me break it down for you. I start doing the fucking Jerry Seinfeld Pop-Tart joke video. Or,
Anyways.
Yeah.
Pull out a yellow legal pad. Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
I have every joke I've said on the podcast written down on a big yellow legal pad.
Did you read that before or after?
No, it's before.
Okay.
This is tightly scripted.
That's news to me.
What are your guests like topic wise? Like what do they I don't know.
You want me to tell you what the guests talk about?
I don't know. Like what is that? I'm curious just about the like world of this podcast and
Mhm.
like
It's a blur. I don't remember anything.
Okay.
The second we're done recording, I don't remember anything.
okay.
Yeah.
But it jumps around. Depends on what the guest comes in with or
Yeah.
what they're like.
Yeah.
How often we talking to them. What happens in the world.
Okay.
But it's just this. It's just bullshitting. It's not-
I'm really enjoying it because I've also been like speculating of like, oh, I should probably start a podcast soon, and like, what would that?
Yeah.
We were talking about this
Mhm.
downstairs of like, wanting to do like a we go out to dinner podcast, but there's like the logistics of that are so impossible that I couldn't do it until I was backed by like iHeartRadio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you do it very like infrequently where you do it once every 3 weeks. Where
Yeah.
maybe you go to dinner with someone,
Mm-hmm.
you have your dinner, and then when like dessert's halfway done, you pull up microphones.
yeah,
And it's like, we're going to be here for an hour, by the way. And you tip on that.
yeah,
And it kind of just like having a table, having a coffee or, I don't know, a cognac, whatever people, I don't drink at the end of the dinner. I don't know.
Amaro, yeah,
Yeah, something,
Yeah.
a digestif.
Mhm.
I get that vibe. That's a fun vibe.
Yeah, and like I like the New York hospitality industry. I think I was like more interested in this last year, and now I'm kind of like I really like going out to eat. I love a good restaurant, but I'm
Oh, okay.
but because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to like kind of overhear a little bit like us interacting with the server. We won't
Mhm.
include the server because that's not.
You do
Yeah.
monster voice for them?
Yeah. Tell
You
me
hear-
about your special. Yeah.
It would really showcase
Um,
how needy for approval I am from servers and how many times I thank them.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you
I kiss
so
their
much.
hands.
Thank you.
I hope-
I never do this.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I'll be tipping you a lot, by the way. I say that as soon
and
as
you
I
tip
sit down.
20%, Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, great.
That's a lot.
thanks.
I'm sorry, a lot for me.
You guys introduced me though to my favorite like restaurant to take other people, which is Waze.
Waze.
Oh, my
Waze, shout out
gosh.
Waze.
We're going to bleep that so no one goes in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, please
No,
don't.
we've shouted about
It's like
it enough.
but it's like an industry spot
Yeah,
too. And
Absolutely.
a friend of mine who I used to work with now manages over there, and it's kind of close to where I work, so I like will take people there
Sick.
a lot, and it's just
such
like
a great place for that.
Yeah,
It's
especially
such a
'cause they're
great
open till like
place.
4 a.m.
it's not complicated. They have some really great menu items. It's just classic Chinese,
Mhm.
really great ambiance.
Yeah. Very
yeah.
horny in there.
Very horny.
It's very
Yeah.
lit, like
Yeah.
Everyone looks good.
No, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, no, it's a strategic move.
The bathroom has another door in it that if you knock on it a certain way, he will let you in, and then you do some stuff against the wall.
Ooh.
And I'm making this up. Don't worry.
Okay.
Mike already felt like
I
left
was
out.
like, what the hell?
I can feel it.
He's knocking that door all the
He's,
time.
like,
Nobody
banging.
sucks me
He's like,
off.
hello, I'm here to get sucked off.
Hey, where's
Yeah.
the glory hole in the
Yeah.
bathroom?
Yeah.
No, that's that. We went about a month ago.
Mhm.
The night of like the really big blizzard.
Yeah.
We were
went.
in there. So we
Oh.
went
Oh, because we went to the movies.
to the movie. We were there for Max's
Hell yeah.
birthday.
Max
So
birthday,
we
that's
like
what it was.
went to the movies. It had kind of started snowing. We go in there, have our meal, and by the time we're done, they were like, by the way, the city has shut down.
Yeah, the train stopped.
Damn.
Like,
what
it was
a
lot-
great night.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's a perfect blizzard snowstorm restaurant
oh
for
my
sure.
God, yeah.
And that's like, it's mom and pop owned from what I understand. So they'll be open for forever. Like they will not shut down.
Good.
Yeah.
That rips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you like going to restaurants. Give us some of your favorite, either restaurants themselves or items that like stick to, like, I'm going to kill you
Yeah.
tomorrow. What do you want to eat? I'm going to kill you with my hands.
Mm,
I'm
what
going to
the
take you to a
hell?
small room. And
Yeah.
We haven't been recording. Don't worry
We haven't
about
been
it.
I'm not, yeah. A lot of this is going to be centered about places that I work or my friends work.
Okay.
But that's fine. I went to, I love Thai Diner. I think right now that's my favorite restaurant overall. And it is kind of like a hot restaurant at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And where is that located?
That is in like technically Nolita.
Okay.
It's
That perverse
off
book
the
we talked about
Bowery.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It is a gateway drug. To,
Yeah.
to
I'm in Nolita going, how old are all you women?
Yeah. They're all
Me-
21 and they hate you.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind
no,
of-
that is true.
Yeah.
Me dating an
They got their little
81-year-old
Mew Mew glasses on and they are not going to let
Yeah.
you get a table.
No.
But their food is really, really great.
Okay.
It eats way lighter than you would expect for Thai food. They have this like Polish fusion sort of cabbage Thai dish that I love. That restaurant just like overall I think is a great New York restaurant if you're bringing friends in from like out of town.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't now I'm doing like Chloe's Guide to New York.
Yeah, no, please.
That's fun. You know the city. You know
yeah.
things they're good. you have
I've
good
been here for
taste.
10 years. Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember when you moved here.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. It really, we could get into the age thing and like the time passing thing later, but it does really feel like 2016 feels like it was yesterday.
Mhm.
Williamsburg has become this weird time capsule for like something that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I'm still like, okay, Everlane, not cool anymore. Reformation, kind of not cool anymore. Glossier, dead.
Done.
Done.
I love when there's like out of touch older guys still reference Williamsburg as like the hipster neighborhood, like all the vegan cupcake shops in Williamsburg. I go, have you been to Williamsburg?
It's Citibank.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you mean where the? do you
There's
mean
a
the-
TurboTax.
Yeah. Do you mean the Apple Store?
Yeah. No, it's actually like very upsetting what's happened to Williamsburg, even though it's like whatever. When I moved here in 2016, it was already technically dead. But if you
Yeah.
look at like the East Village, it's preserved. I think its culture so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good point.
Then like whereas Williamsburg, it just got gentrified so quickly and it had no like defenses in place.
Yeah.
And nobody had the foresight to be like, maybe what's that band, like the Moldy Peaches or something.
Yeah.
Like the Moldy Peaches like performed here, so we should preserve.
I
Yeah.
got pizza with Adam Green at Vinny's on Bedford and North 9th, like
Hell yeah.
in 2010.
Yeah.
And sorry, got pizza with him, meaning I was in line and I looked behind me and go, "Are you fucking Adam Green?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
with you. We're together."
And like the Knitting Factory, I feel like should have been preserved in some
Yeah,
way
yeah.
that's already. I think what they did to Kellogg's was very good and smart. I'm not really mad at the Kellogg's reboot. I
Mhm.
think it's
Smart.
Yeah, the food was just always so bad there, but I always ended up at Kellogg's.
If you don't know, Kellogg's Diner is in Williamsburg,
Mhm.
and it's like a big, shiny, like classic American style diner
Mhm.
in a very populated part of Williamsburg, which was bad. It was so terrible
It's
It
some
was
of the
really
worst.
bad.
awful food
Some of the worst food I've ever had in
and
my.
expensive.
Yeah.
And then they, in the last 3 years, someone has purchased it and made it like a very nice.
Mhm.
Or I don't know what the food would be qualified as.
It's Tex-Mex.
It's like Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex,
Yeah.
and it's very great. And the chef is very attractive and goes to the gym that Mike goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see her all the time.
It's the diner where in that episode of Girls where Hannah and Adam finally break up. Adam goes, "Good soup." That's the
guys, come on.
That's the context.
And I knew they were about to close down when someone started having a stand-up show inside of the diner. There was they would have in the back room, they would have a stand-up show once a month. And I was like, they're about to close down, and then they did.
That's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah. That's a good spot too, like Williamsburg spot. It's not under the radar by any means. Restaurants, bites. Lilia, I had their Italian job gelato. That's still fucking amazing.
Italian job?
Yeah, it's a
Fun?
It's a ice like a fior di latte vanilla fior di latte with olive oil, sea salt, and fennel pollen to top, and it feels like a really elevated way of dipping a McDonald's French fry into your like
milkshake
soft serve.
Yeah. Okay.
That was really good. I went to the Four Horsemen. They're great. James Murphy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Four Horsemen Night Moves, like beautiful. Great night. Night Moves is a great club. I don't know.
That's great.
This is my
that's
Apple
all.
Maps hit list of
Yeah.
like
There you
things
go.
I like.
I think it's fun to get, because I feel like even if it wasn't something you had in mind when you moved to New York, you kind of fall into some cultures pathways where you're like, oh, I really like this fashion, or I really like the dining scene, or I really like the party scene, whatever it is. You didn't mean to. You just kind of stumbled into these things, and you have some insight.
Yeah.
Everyone will if you live here long enough. And it's kind of fun to be like, wait, I wasn't in that world. What have I missed? I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this today, like the idea of like New York food.
Oh.
Because you see all these, like, there's all
Pizza.
these like really annoying, but there's all these like really annoying fucking like food people on like TikTok and Instagram and shit. There's like this guy who like ranks people's bagel orders, and it's like, he's so fucking annoying. But I'm like, oh, the idea of like New York food is like, well, none of this is like, it's like kind of the same with New York, where it's like, none of it is like native to New York. Whereas like it's pizza and it's bagels and it's all this other shit. But I was like, it almost feels like that feels to me almost outdated now, because those were like, it's like Jewish and Italian. It's like those were the prevalent cultures in New York City 150 years ago, but that's not so much anymore, where it's a lot more like, there's a lot more Hispanic people, there's a lot more West African people, there's all these different cultures now. There's a lot more. It's like, I mean, Little Italy doesn't exist anymore. Little Italy is just Chinatown now.
Yeah, I walked
because
by.
there's so many more like Chinese immigrants than Italian people here now, where it's like, I think the idea of New York food needs to get updated a little bit, because it's not, I mean, it's like, cool, that it is awesome. It's like, you can get a pretty good bagel almost any bagel place. You can get a pretty good slice of pizza almost any pizza place.
In New York, you're saying?
In New York,
Yeah,
yes.
making sure.
But like, it doesn't feel very unique to New York anymore. Like the idea of like, because it's like, I've been other places where I've been other cities where I can get good pizza. I've been other cities where I can get good bagels. And it feels like the idea of like New York food needs to be, and I have no idea anything about food, but like needs to be updated a little bit.
Yeah, that's funny because I worked at a restaurant that went out of business in like 6 months, and Eater.com called it New York's worst new restaurant. It was
awesome.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was
one you
amazing.
managed
Fuck.
right into the ground.
Yeah, that was me.
No one's coming to Osama bin Laden's Pita Palace.
Yeah, but it was
a 9/11 burger.
The theme was that it was like it was like the hybrid of all classic New York foods in a fine dining environment, but it basically was just Italian and Chinese.
Yeah.
And I forget what like the third, like they didn't even like. Yeah, it was Italian, Chinese, and I forget what the third ethnicity was, but all the flack they were getting too was like how dated this was.
Yeah.
Because like Caribbean should have a huge
Yeah.
like, and I think Caribbean is rising. I mean, like Tatiana is a Caribbean restaurant that's like the #1 restaurant or something. But
yeah, because I live in like the kind of Caribbean like.
yeah, wait, where do you live now?
I live basically on the other side of Bed-Stuy now.
Okay,
so
what's the street address?
Yeah. But I'm in the kind of like Caribbean, like East Indian part of Bed-Stuy now.
Okay.
So there's a lot more restaurants like that, and there's a lot more like there's like a Yemeni restaurant just opened up next to me, and like there's a Bangladeshi restaurant that is like popping all the time, and then all these like West Indian restaurants, like all these places that do a little bit more. You're like, okay, it's like Caribbean food, but also is kind of like Indian food. And it just feels like, I was like, oh, this is exciting because it was like, I just haven't lived in this neighborhood before. So I'm getting to eat this food a lot more easily and often.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had Bengali food. That sounds good.
Yeah, I had it once. It's a lot of like curries, and it was like a
Yeah.
It's similar to Indian food, but just like a little bit. I'm not like good enough at food, especially with like being vegan, where it's like they're kind of just like it's vegetables and sauce, like
Yeah.
But it was like, but especially because it's like the Yemeni restaurant is like they just opened like basically during Ramadan, so they're like, these are not going to be our regular hours, but we are open from 3 p.m. until midnight every night now, so people can come here and eat.
Oh, that rocks.
Yeah, like after sundown.
Smart way to open a restaurant.
That's what I love about Astoria. This was the ethnicity that they were missing out, that they caught flack for at this restaurant, was that they didn't have any like Arabic food, really, like nothing.
Oh yeah, see,
and it was
like
kind of a very like noticeable omission.
Because that to me, like halal cart stuff, that feels as New York as like pizza and bagels and stuff like that to me, especially because it's like we're not 75 years old, so we weren't like, well, I used to eat a potato knish every day, you know, where it's like it's a little bit more of a, like, you're not like, oh, I'm Italian, so I only go, when I go out to a restaurant, I go to an Italian restaurant, which always like blows my mind, those people. These people who like live in Bay Ridge and they only go to like Italian restaurants in Bay Ridge and shit
what they
like
think
that.
is Italian, because like now I've worked at restaurants too, where I find this to be very annoying in the restaurant industry, where they're like, this is authentic Italy and this is how they used to do it in Italy and like da-da-da. And you're like, okay, well, you're German, so what are we doing? But like Italian Americans will come in and they'll be like, you got any chicken parm? And you want to be like, that's not authentic Italian. You fucking idiot. Yeah.
it's like the scene in The Sopranos where they go to Italy and they're like, what's this fucking disgusting food?
No, I know.
It's like because it's like squid ink pasta and shit. And they're like, this is disgusting. Where's the fucking tomato sauce?
Because I grew up on like Italian American food, which is that kind of like weird, stale white bread. You always get complimentary, a little, mozzarella sticks, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But like none of that is at any like high-end Italian.
No. It's like the same thing. It's like, I love like Chinese American food. That's what I like, because it's like authentic Chinese food is like, it's like connective tissue broth. And stuff like that, and like chicken feet and stuff like that, and I'm like, no,
knuckles lo mein.
I'm like, no, I like beef and broccoli and that thing. It's like,
ooh, I will say I had intestine recently, and it's really good.
Really? Like,
it has the texture of
tripe.
Tripe, yeah. It has the texture of calamari.
Oh, interesting.
And I love a chewy meat.
Yeah, that was
condom of a meal.
Which I was like, because I was going vegan was actually the best thing for me eating wise in a way, because I was so picky when I was a little kid. I would only eat the most processed things of all time. Where I was eating I'm eating hot dogs and I'm eating bologna and I'm eating like, that's it. But I remember right before I went vegan, I had fried calamari for the first time, and I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And I ate I remember I was at like dude, I ate so much because I was at some kind of like event or something at like a catering hall.
Bill $80 for?
Yeah, no, dude, it was like I was eating like steam tray fried calamari like by the handful.
A cereal bowl
fried
of it.
calamari.
It's fucking
hilarious.
so good.
But it is, I feel like that's a vegan because vegan food, a lot of it is like the vegan nuggets and everything. That's another thing that's not cool anymore. That's very 2016 is like vegan food.
Yeah. Oh,
and
it's
you'd be able to get it everywhere.
It's so, every vegan restaurant is closed down now.
Yeah.
Every place that used to have, because now every place is like, which is funny because it also it's like the high end New York like food scene somehow mirrors RFK Jr.'s like food pyramid, where they're like, every single place is like, we serve a martini and a hamburger and French fries that are cooked in beef tallow. Like, that's what we do. They're all like, every little shithole bar is trying to be like Balthazar.
Yeah.
Now, which is funny because Balthazar is kind of over in a way, like not over in a way, but now it's like Balthazar is almost like the Times Square version of itself now.
Mhm.
It's like for tourists to go to,
Mhm.
or like people who are 80 years old having like a lunch meeting.
Mhm.
But it's.
Do you follow Keith McNally on Instagram?
I don't follow him on Instagram, but I listened to his audiobook.
I flipped through it at
Yeah.
McNally Jackson. I've yet to like read it. I thought
Yeah.
there were some passages in there where I was like, this is very funny. He's like very funny on Instagram because he'll just like, he really like it's clearly him running that account.
Oh yeah.
He'll post these like a bunch of like, you know, memories about opening the Odeon or whatever. And then like randomly he'll be like, Woody Allen innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but his memoir is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I feel like if I read it, I wouldn't have liked it so much, but I listened to the audiobook, and I think was it Richard?
Because Kermit reads it?
No, Richard E. Grant reads it, I think. Yeah, because Keith McNally can't really talk anymore.
Yeah,
because he had a stroke. So, but they're like, okay, we'll just get a different posh British guy to like read this book, and you're gonna like it. And I was like, yeah, this is. And it was like a pretty fun book to like listen to while I was riding. It was funny because I was riding my bike around Manhattan, and I just so happened to ride my bike. It was like probably 1 p.m. I just ride my bike past the Odeon while he's like, we opened the Odeon, and I was like,
wow.
oh shit,
Yeah.
whoa,
Pull over,
Yeah.
take a selfie.
Yeah. But
Amazing.
But it was a pretty fun book to like listen to, but yeah, it was like the vegan thing is like so over now. It's there's like a couple places you can still go to, and there's like definitely a couple like now it's a lot more like, oh, let's get Ethiopian food that happens to be vegan instead of like, let's go to this place that has like a big nasty vegan chicken sandwich or
well,
whatever.
they say that's like how it should be and why it's better for you, because it's like we're not trying to. I never really fully enjoyed when they were trying to replicate. They were like, oh, this portobello mushroom is actually a steak. And you're like, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah.
Steak. This isn't what I want when I want steak. And also, I just ate one big mushroom and I'm supposed to be full.
Yeah. Unbelievably hungry still.
Yeah. But you're charging me steak prices and it doesn't make sense. But like Indian food is so vegan.
Yes.
Waze I always thought was vegan because you guys would take me there all the time, but they just had a lot of vegan options.
Yeah. That's the thing.
You guys took me there twice.
Like, come on, you're coming with us. Go.
I literally went twice, and I think I just happened to be hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got kidnapped to a beautiful restaurant again.
Yeah. All my friends were hanging out, and we were laughing, and I was being held at gunpoint.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to us riff.
They handcuffed me to the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
But there was like the other night I like made an actual meal at my home instead of just like ramshackling whatever I could get together to eat. And it was like a bunch of like, I just like roasted a bunch of vegetables and like chickpea. Like it was like harissa chickpeas and these like roasted carrots, and then like with like tahini and like a bunch of tofu. And I was like, oh, this is actually just what I should be eating instead of like using my pocket knife to open up a package of tofurkey slices while I'm like walking down the street. Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is actually, and I feel awesome.
Feel great.
I feel great after I eat it. I don't feel fucking like sick.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
Are you you're still vegan as well?
Still vegan.
Hell yeah.
Another year or so, and
then you're done.
That's enough.
Are you for real?
No, I'm half joking.
Okay.
Something might change, but I'm joking.
Okay.
Right now.
The same thing with you and drinking.
Me and drinking. At any moment, I can go back.
Are you both still
Yeah.
off the? Okay.
Don't touch the stuff.
Hell yeah.
You?
Yes.
Sick. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 5 years.
That's you.
Best 5 years of my life.
That's yeah. You being sober are the best 5 years of my life.
Chloe, thank you for coming to the pod. We appreciate you.
Oh my gosh,
Flew
of course.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Flew
No, I
by.
know.
Where can people follow you? Where can people blah blah blah? Yours report you. Blah, blah, blah.
So you can follow me, Chloe Lynn McGovern. I'm sure they'll spell my name on the podcast somewhere. And then I do have a show that I really want everyone to come out to April 5th. It's at Come On Everybody. It is Easter Sunday. I'm hoping your listeners are like godless.
Yeah.
Or just simply Jewish or gay.
Yeah.
In which case, all
godless.
3 of the above. But it's a roast battle. I did a ton of roast battles in the past. I'm now like producing my own. That's for the girls and gays only. So it's
Oh,
going to be
that's
like a little bit
awesome.
more drag racy. There's going to be reading. We've got a drag queen on the panel. It's going to be fun and campy. And it's a great venue.
Amazing.
That's
So
awesome.
you should come.
April 5th.
April 5th.
Follow her. Follow
Yeah.
Micah Brucey at Micah Brucey.
Follow Diego Lopez at this Diego Lopez.
Patreon.com/A Little Time Pod for 4 extra bonus episodes a month, plus video of all 8 episodes a week before everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. We love you. A big kiss on the lips.
Bye.
Bye.